Welcome to the Emberhart podcast, where we explore timeless wisdom and practical tools for living with purpose. I'm Mikko, and today we are diving into a theme at the very core of human flourishing: virtue skills. This is episode 9 of season 2. Virtue skills are not just abstract ideas tucked away in philosophy books. They are living practices we can nurture every day: courage, patience, humility, gratitude, integrity. These are not traits we are simply born with or without. They are muscles of character we can train, shaping how we think, act, and connect with others. So, let's not waste another moment. Let's step right in. The descent that builds character. Dear Amelia Emberhart, I trust all is good today. I have been reading The Road to Character by David Brooks, a book that explores the deeper, quieter virtues that shape a life of meaning. I will be talking about this book and others by Brooks later, but let us begin today. There are things we can learn in classrooms: how to solve equations, write essays, recite history. But there are other truths that no curriculum can deliver. The heart cannot be taught intellectually. To become good, to grow into a complete person, requires not lessons from a teacher, but lifetimes of effort, missteps, and the willingness to look inward when the time calls for it. The quieter strength of Adam too. The path to maturity is never straight. It is marked by struggle, disillusionment, and confrontation with our own shadows. And yet, every so often, we meet someone who has traveled far on that inner road. You know the type: calm, rooted, quietly confident. They are not showy, nor do they hunger for validation. When challenged harshly, they answer softly. When treated unjustly, they remain silent rather than retaliate. When provoked, they restrain themselves. Their lives are marked not by the climb to external success, but by the long descent into humility and the slow ascent into depth. This is the distinction David Brooks calls Adam 2, the moral self, the one concerned not with resume virtues but with eulogy virtues. Achievements can impress for a season, but character endures. Knowledge can be borrowed from others, but wisdom cannot. Wisdom begins when we admit that we do not know, when we reckon with our ignorance and limitations. It is not brilliance that deepens us, but the courage to descend into humility, to shed the illusions of self-mastery and to open space for grace. The world, the school, the gurus, and the social media tells us to ask, what do I want from life? What are my passions? What is my purpose? Me, me, me. But the deeper question is the opposite. What does life want from me? What are my circumstances calling me to do? It is less about asserting ourselves and more about responding faithfully. The inner journey is not glamorous. It is a hero's journey of a different sort: moral crisis, confrontation, recovery. It requires us to go down into the valley of humility, where pride and illusions of control are stripped away. There we can face our limits and our failures head on. We surrender the false self in order to uncover a deeper, truer one. And in that descent, through humility, struggle, and surrender, we paradoxically find the strength to rise, rooted and renewed. The road of character is long, but worth walking. Amelia, this is why eulogy virtues matter. They are the quiet pillars of a life that may never make headlines, but will touch hearts and stand the test of time. Humility, integrity, courage, self discipline, compassion, love, and faithfulness. So, here is a small invitation for today. Let one of these virtues guide you in a single action or conversation. Even the smallest step along this road is a beginning. The road is long but well worth walking. This is your moment. Take command and show us the path. That is it for today's episode of the Emberhart podcast. Remember, virtue skills are not about perfection, they are about practice. If you'd like to explore more ideas and reflections like this, head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/@emberhartco, where we share more content to help you live with purpose. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you in the next episode.